What's going on, everybody? Andy here, back with another video, finishing up my 2025-24 PC recap series here on the channel. I thought it would be fun at this time of year to go back and review all of my graded card collection here in early January of 2025, so that as we move into the future, we're able to go back and identify the progress that we've made. And also, I think it's just nice to share kind of behind the scenes, with you all, what kind of stuff I'm hanging on to, what kind of stuff I've been grading. It's easy to lose track of these things despite me sharing videos and posting on Instagram. And it's kind of nice just to see it all in one place. So today's video is the last of the series, and we are going to be covering the Pokemon PC. I did not collect Pokemon, as many of you know, as a kid, but I have gotten really into it as a dad through both of my kids. Both my 12 and 7-year-old are really interested in Pokemon, and I've learned a lot about it. I've made a lot of friends. Many of you out there collect Pokemon. We've gone to Collecticon shows and set up at all kinds of stuff, and do a lot of buy, selling, and trading. So yeah, it's been really, really great. So just going to go through this. I think we'll start with the Japanese collection here, which is very small, and then we'll move into the English. So this first one is from 1999. I actually barely know what this is, but it's Giovanni's Persian. My wife likes cats. We were at a shop once and we saw this holo, and she just thought it was cool. So we grabbed it when we were up in Lexington, Kentucky. And that's probably the most random one. We've also gotten really into the Pikachu promos. I have the Shibuya Pikachu going in, but my wife also loves donuts. So we grabbed this Japanese promo somewhere along the line, and I'm really glad we did, because now we're kind of chasing the Pikachu promos in Japanese. There's so many cool ones, of course, scaling all the way up to the big full arts, and we're really excited about those. So then I grabbed this Charmander Master Ball from 151. I forgot I had this, and at the moment I'm forgetting where I got it. Maybe I graded it. I don't remember, but I know exactly where I got this, and I was really excited to pick up this Pikachu Master Ball Reverse Holo from 151. So the Japanese collection at the moment is small, but some really cool stuff. A couple Reverse Holo Master Balls and a Pikachu promo. Not too bad as a starting point. So I'm going to attempt to go through these in kind of chronological order for the most part. We'll start with the Cosmic Eclipse card that I have here. This is the only Sun and Moon card I have in my graded collection, but it's one of my all-time favorites. This Pikachu is great. It's a PSA 9. Would like to upgrade it to a 10 eventually, but I got this at one of my local trade nights. Was really happy with this pickup. And I'm happy to have that. And then we've got, moving up into the Sword and Shield era, it looks like I've got a couple of promos. Just this Pikachu VMAX. Got this just the other day in a bulk deal. It's just a V, but it was cool to grab the 9. And then here's the Ultra Premium Collection Charizard in a 10. Those are not that hard to find. So our very first set when we got into Pokemon, when my son was little in 2020, was Darkness Ablaze. We ripped a ton of cards looking for this Charizard, a ton of packs rather. And this one will always have kind of a special place in my heart, because this was kind of where it all started, was chasing that card. And then Champion's Path came out shortly after, and we have the V there. Really, really cool card, but this was really the big one. And we pulled this in a box, graded it, and it sold for over $1,000 at the time. And my son was really upset, but my wife and I were like, there's no way we can afford to hang on to this right now. And boy, am I glad we did. We sold it, made maybe $1,000, and then I recently picked up a new copy of it for a fraction of that, and now it's back where it belongs in the PC. Good to go, and my son has forgiven us now that he's older and understands how it all works. This was the first graded card that my son ever got for Pokemon. Donovan got this Chunkachu. We still need the rainbow of that, but really excited to have that one. And I've graded this one a lot. The Shining Fates Charizard VMAX, also a classic from that era. And this one's out of order, but I do have this one random Reggie Drago V alt art from Silver Tempest. At one point, I was thinking about doing all of the alt arts, but I've kind of decided to focus in more just on the characters I like the most. And once that's all done, we'll be close to having all the alt arts, and then maybe we'll make more of an effort. Boy, I made my checklist the other day, and it's no surprise why Evolving Skies is so enormous and so popular. There's like 40 cards in that set that I want. So I'll show you the ones that we have so far. Here's the Leafeon V in a PSA 8. I will eventually sell this, but I'm trying to update my PSA set registries with whatever I get, and then I don't want to let them go until I kind of upgrade. Then all of this is Evolving Skies. There's the Sylveon V and a 9. But I got this at a really good price and almost didn't hang on to it because I wasn't sure I could afford to do it. Sure, I'm glad I did because it's more than doubled. The Umbreon V, very, very cool card. Really cool artwork. Umbreon might be my favorite Pokemon. Just so cool. Then we've got the Leafeon V Max in a 10 there. Card number 205. And the Glaceon V Max. Card 209. Then 212 is the Sylveon V Max. And of course, the card I graded myself, the number 215, the Moonbreon in a 10. Bought this raw at a show, and I promise it was the only Pokemon card in the room that day. It was a local show, 20 sports dealers, and I just happened to hear a dad say, my son pulled this card and I was just looking to sell it. Could not believe it. Of all the cards, he brought precisely one Pokemon card with him. I took a look at it. I gave him a fair offer. He was thrilled. I was thrilled, and we graded it, and it got a 10. One of my favorite stories. Here on Bliss Cards, we're a big fan of Blissey. So Chilling Rain, got that alt art, and then I just got this Pikachu in a deal. Nothing crazy, but anytime I can get a Pikachu in a 10, I'll take it. That's from Brilliant Stars. And then we've got the Arceus V from Brilliant Stars, the alt art. Really like this. This is another one I almost let go and then held it back. The Mewtwo V-Star, really glad I did. It's been going up. And the Crown Zenith card number 160 before we get into the Galarian Gallery. Also in a 10. So that is the Sword and Shield PC, and this is the Scarlet and Violet PC. First, we have the promo. We've got the Pikachu with gray felt hat in a 10. We've had so many of these over time. It's now going up to the 151 Charizard EX. And then the Bubble Mew, I graded 4 of these and only got 110. The other 3's got 9, so I was bummed. But it's one of my very favorites. I think everybody loves that card. And then we also have the big Charizard from Paldean Fates, as well as the Iono, though I don't know if I'm going to hang on to this or if I may let this one go. And then finally, we've got the Eevee from Twilight Masquerade. That's the last one of the PC. I want to get the Squirtle, and I want to get the Bulbasaur that recently came out in later sets. There's a ton of new stuff here in January 25. So that is the Pokemon PC. Not a lot of vintage, as you saw. I got into this through my kids, as I mentioned, so we're kind of going backwards. I'm learning as we go. There's plenty of old stuff, and the more I buy and sell the vintage stuff, the more I understand why people love it. The Legendary Collection stuff, the Skyridge stuff, super, super cool. Even some of the stuff from like Team Up, there's some amazing cards in there. And the Gold Stars and, all of it. So, yeah, we've really had fun with this. Drop me a comment below. Let me know which of these is your favorite Any of these you think don't fit in the PC that maybe I should go ahead and trade off? And what do you think I should be hunting down next to round out this PC? Should I stay with the new stuff and really, really fill it out? Or should I start spreading things backwards to diversify a little bit and give it a little bit more variety? Would love to hear from you, truly. As always, you can reach me over on Instagram as well, at Bliss Trading Cards. I DM with people over there all the time. Love talking cards with you guys, and would really appreciate it if you've enjoyed this video. Please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell. You know the deal. We really are trying to grow the channel up to 100 to start and beyond, and would really appreciate your support. I love making these videos, love hearing your comments, and really appreciate you checking this out. So drop me a note if you're a Pokemon collector. Would love to hear your thoughts. That's going to wrap on the graded card PC series here in early 2025. Did the Griffey stuff, have a ton of Barry Bonds that hasn't gone in. Then the second video was all my basketball and F1 stuff with Steph Curry and Caitlin Clark, Lewis Hamilton. And then we've got the Pokemon stuff. There's no Cubs stuff currently in the graded cards whatsoever. That's kind of crazy. I'm a lifelong Cubs fan. So probably need to get some baseball in there at some point. And also just some like iconic cards. I want to get the Bo-Nose Bo, some of that kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks as always for watching. Hit that subscribe button and we will see you guys on the next video. All right. Take care, everybody. Thanks.